Yo, this is Kingquaka'S. Yesterday, I went to Russell Square for London Gaming Market to pick up a few games and consoles. Since that I was absent with retro gaming, I figured to get serious with retro gaming and pick up some of the biggest consoles and the games as well. So I can't wait to show them to you lot. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, first up, the 250 gig PlayStation 3 Slim. This is probably my fourth one. The first one I got from launch was overheating too much. The second one was a Super Slim, but I traded that in for the 60 gigabyte PlayStation 2 compatible fat model. That one was a real tragedy simply because it can't read any discs anymore. So I happened to pick this one up because I think for £45 it's definitely a good way to get back on track as far as getting back to PlayStation 3 is concerned. So yeah, looks like we're back in business. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the games and then we're gonna go to the main event, which is my biggest pickup of the day. Make that 4, cuz. So first up, Dead or Alive for PlayStation 1. When I was I don't know, 7 or 8, the last time I played this game was actually as a playable demo. But I definitely love the fighting mechanics on this, and the characters like Kasumi and Zack and Tina Armstrong were instant favorites. Well, so when I picked this game up for £12, I knew that it was a really good buy. Next up is another PlayStation classic in the form of Pitfall 3D Beyond the Jungle. This game was an absolute 3D platforming masterpiece. It's got some really clever level designs. Its main character, Pitfall Harry, was a awesome guy, voiced by none other than the legendary Bruce Campbell himself, and the music is just substantial. And you know what? I always wanted to find the time to grab this game because this game was my livelihood, blood. If it wasn't for this game, I wouldn't be interested more in action adventure games like Uncharted. This game really has it all, and I'm really glad that I got this one, Alright, next up is a personal favorite, Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. Basically, some of the songs on this game were not on the HD remake. So when I first looked at this for £5 and in its good condition as well, especially with the disc, I knew that I couldn't turn this away, blood. Because this game, despite the graphics showing its age, even right now, it's still a fantastic skateboarding game. Alright, cool. So next up is a PlayStation import, Dino Crisis. Trust me, this game is worth being added to your collection, especially when we are sorely needed for a Dino Crisis remake in a form of a Resident Evil 2 remake. And the fact that Dino Crisis in PAL region is getting very expensive, this game is actually a really good bargain, which is £10. So when I first saw this game being played by my cousins back in the day, I definitely got shook at every jump scare, but at the same time I really enjoyed its Jurassic Parkish survival horror Capcom has managed to pull off. So I was very fortunate to grab this copy at the gaming market, and it shows that whenever you love video games, go ahead and buy the games that you like. That's it. Okay, we're far from done. We are now getting to the PlayStation side of things, yeah? Next up, Ninja Assault. Honestly, I wanted to grab Time Crisis 2 and Time Crisis 3, but I wanted to get the G-Con bundle with it, with the box and all that, but unfortunately, I couldn't find any at the London gaming market, so I managed to pick this up. It's definitely looking unique, and it's one of those G-Con games that I wanted to pick up for some time. Alright, next up is my personal hunt for a wicked fighting game, especially on the PlayStation 2. This is Bloody Roar 3. I haven't even gotten close to touch the game yet. Like, even back from time when I was like a kid, blood. This game that I wanted to like play, but I don't know, luck was really, blood, I don't know what to say, man. This game has been afforded me for quite some time, but finally it's in my hands and I can't wait to play it. This game has it all: the beast soundtrack, the fighting game mechanics, its characters, its monster designs, especially when you transform your character into an animal, and the stages, even the stages look nice as well. So I really can't wait to play this. It's been a long time coming. I'm really glad to pick this up. Okay, cool. Next up, Ace Combat Distant Thunder. I definitely got hooked by Ace Combat simply because when I was in a game shop and played one of the Ace Combat games, it's got like one of the best soundtracks, and somehow it got me drawn into the franchise, you know, because its aerial combat is like some of the best in video game history. This game, I mean the franchise as a whole, is something not to be underestimated. Alright, so next up is a imported PlayStation 2 game, Atelier Lily, in its premium box edition. This one is actually for £40, and since I already got hooked to Atelier's unique slice of life tone with its unique story and fantastic cast of characters and music, I figured that now will be a good time to grab some amazing imported goodness, which is for the PlayStation 2, that is. It looks pretty nice. The box seems to be in decent condition. I looked inside it and it looks really nice. It's got some really good content, like its very own notebook, the rags, the real cards for a card game, and the game itself with the manual inside as well. So this is actually a really good buy for me, you know. Okay, we've got to the final PlayStation 2 game for me to show you that I picked up, and here it is. Ark, Twilight of the Spirits. This one is part of the Ark the Lad series, which is the underrated JRPG series. And it looks in pretty good condition as well. This one I managed to get for cheap before, like, sooner or later it'll raise its prices to like 40 or 50. I've seen it happen in rare PlayStation 2 and 1 games before. This game has been rated well for its story and its music and its gameplay as well. This is actually the first Ark the Lad game that I picked up, but since, because I know a good JRPG game when I see one, I know that this is a brilliant pickup for me to go and grab. So guys, that's it for the games. Now we are heading over to the main event, so let's go and check them out right now. So here it is, first one, let's go. This is the Sega Master System, which is actually modded to be region free. This console is really unique because its history, its legacy, it can't be understated. It's like one of the best consoles in Sega's portfolio in terms of like accessibility and how fun it is to play some of the best games in Sega history, like Shinobi, Sonic the Hedgehog, and even Golden Axe. So this one is like one of the biggest steps that I've take to be a retro gamer. This is it. Streets of Rage, built for the Sega Master System. This game is on the hunt ever since I got my hands on the Master System, simply because, like, don't get me wrong, the Mega Drive version is definitely cool, and it still is, but the Master System version is just as much of a classic as the Mega Drive version. Here we go. This is it. The big one, the granddaddy of all pickups. And here we go. This is the big console, the big boy himself, the unprecedented, legendary Sega Saturn. All box in its near mint condition with the console, plug, SCART cable, and controller intact. Like, when I first got into London Gamer Market, I wanted to get like a retro console which would really allow me to take a huge step as a retro gamer, and this console is certainly one of them. It's 3D graphics and the way games are played, it's definitely up there with PlayStation. And even though like it kind of lost the battle with PlayStation back in the day, it's still loved by many fans in terms of like some of the best games, and you know, its popularity for Sega fans everywhere across the world. And bruv, like, it's like for £100. Like, even though the box is a little bit torn up in the middle, as you can see over here, it's nothing compared to the rest of the package. So bruv, it's a really good pick for me. No, not really good. It is like the best pick that I've done so far. And it's up there with Persona 3 Fez, Star Oceans, and of course the PlayStation 5 as well, even though that one costs a hell of a lot more than Saturn, even more so when it's like out on launch. And as well as the game for it, guess what I got? This is Fighting Vipers. It's the game that I played in one of the Yakuza games. I definitely love its arcadey vibes that it gives, its characters and the stages and the music. It spells retro to me because it's one of those fighting games that really gives Virtua Fighter a run for its money, especially when they've been developed by the same company. And man, as you can guess, I am in a happy place with this one, man. Trust me. I can't wait to show you lot how the games that I've picked up and played. But what I'll do as a bonus is I'll do the unboxing for the Sega Saturn. So watch this space, yeah? Okay, so that's it for me, Kingquaqa. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like or subscribe button. And again, I'm going to be doing the unboxing for the Sega Saturn, yeah? So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video because I am going to get really serious with retro gaming business, yeah? Like, fam, though the games, the blast from the past is something that could not be understated. Like, it just can't, man. Screw it. I just gotta set everything up and I'll see you lot in a bit. This is Kingquaka'S signing off. Take care, you guys, yeah?